True. And do you ever feel like you won't see like growth as like the bigger finance YouTubers just because of like being honest, like what you call it, how you're Dominican, and it's like kind of like seeing like I don't what I'm trying to like the area I'm trying to like go to.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah, well, like how like we're like, for example, a lot of people what I see like in the finance niche that are kind of
Mm-hmm.
like either Spanish or black, we always kind of say like, man, it kind of feels harder to grow because we also see like our white counterparts that kind of like
Mm-hmm.
are at the same level as us grow
Mm-hmm.
significantly faster, even though they're not like maybe making even better content. It's just sometimes we just
Mm-hmm.
feel like they just appeal to a more mass audience. And
Mm-hmm.
so that was something that, like, I spoke to Richard Fain in the past, and he agreed, but he said, it's just something you had to deal with. So I was just wondering, do you ever feel like that has ever like stifled your growth?
Um, I felt like that once, and it was
Mhm.
when I hit 100K, and I
Mhm.
never got a plaque. And they told me, "Oh, we just don't think your channel is a channel that we actually like give plaques out to because it's it's optional." And right then, when I felt like that, I was like, "All right, stop this victim mentality and just keep working towards what you're going to work for. You don't need any validation from anyone." And
Yeah.
everyone's like growth is different. I don't care what you are. There's a lot of people trying out, like whether you're white, you're black, you're Spanish, whatever you are. I don't really care. I think when I read on the story about Can't Break Me by David Goggins, it just changed my entire perspective. Like, you have this guy that's a black guy, growing up when people were actually like super racist back then, and still
Mhm.
growing up to become David Goggins, like a massive legend. So I don't think about any of that stuff. Like, I don't really care about. I think, oh yeah, here's the idea, right? I used to be very like comparative because I'm very competitive. Like, oh, it's be like, okay, so Graham has this many subs, I want to get there also. But then I started basically competing against myself. And the more
Mhm.
you do that, the more you improve. So if I was making a video a day, how do I make two a day? If I was making two, how do I make four? And right now, me and Danny, my editor, he's from Vietnam also. We're making around like 6 to 10 videos a day. It's
Oh
just like
my,
competing, yeah, just competing against yourself. So I wouldn't
that's
five to
insane.
5 to 10, yeah, 5 to 10. But I don't compete with anybody else. Like, I just focus on myself, and I'm just like stealing souls. That's what David Goggins says. So you just put in the work, whatever you want to do, and don't focus on anything else. Like, whether it's like having like a handicap. If you focus on that, like, oh, you're
Yeah.
black or you're this, like, just don't focus on that. It doesn't matter. And I have people that follow me that I don't even know they're, like, what they are. Just like, if I can help anyone, I just help people. I really don't care. I'm happy I grew up like in 2021 and not like the 1800s. It'll be different back then, but today is a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
more. It's a lot more different. You know what I mean? So anyone can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I see it in my subscribers. Like, I'm Dominican, but I don't like kind of like put it out there, right? But I do see that most of my subscribers tend to be like either Hispanic. So I was just like wondering, like, is that like just because like people tend to like
Mm-hmm.
watch people who they look similar to. So that's what I
Mm-hmm.
was just
It's also
wondering.
psychology, right? Like, it's all like it's. I always tried, for example, when I was in high school, not to hang out with a certain type of person, like what I'm comfortable with. I can easily come to America, hang out only with Spanish people, and before you know it, I don't even know how to speak English, right? You see that a lot with a lot of
Yeah.
people. I always put myself on uncomfortable places. For example, I would talk to all the people, be friends with everyone, and that way I get a healthy mix. But obviously, people are going to basically lean forward to whatever they're very comfortable with. So if you are a certain nationality, most likely you're going to attract those people. But in reality, these days, people, I don't really see any of that stuff, man. It's probably because I don't focus on it. But these days, it's all
Gotcha.
about like, if you make good content, whether you buy good content from a Chinese guy or from made in US or made in Bangladesh, all you care about is the product, right? Is it cheap? Is it
Yeah.
good? Does it give you value? That's all you care about.
Got you. Got you.
And
Awesome.
don't
Awesome.
and
So,
don't be afraid to like to say like where you're from or any of that stuff, because it gives, when I say I'm Dominican, it's kind of to say like, oh, look, I'm Dominican. I was there until I was 7 years old. We moved around a lot, but it gives people the idea that, hey, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, you can achieve whatever you want. In my opinion, there's nothing special about me at all.
mhm.
Like, all I am is just the work of compound interest. When it comes to knowledge, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to success, it's just putting in work. Doesn't matter who you
Got
are, where you come from, none of that stuff.
Bum 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 ba da 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 ba da
got to start at the bottom.